Hey there. So I just got some incredible insider information about the 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 Pro. And honestly, I'm pretty excited to share what's coming because GMC has really listened to what truck buyers have been asking for. You know how sometimes manufacturers make changes just to make changes? Well, this is one of those times. Let me start with what's got me most pumped about the 2026 Pro trim. GMC is continuing with their TurboMax engine strategy, and for 2026, they're keeping that fantastic 2.7-liter turbocharged four-cylinder that puts out 310 horsepower and 430 pound-feet of torque. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. For cylinders in a full-size truck? But here's the thing. This isn't your grandfather's four-banger. This is a seriously sophisticated piece of engineering that delivers best-in-class torque, which is what really matters when you're doing actual truck work. What's really smart about GMC's approach is how they paired this TurboMax engine with an 8-speed automatic transmission. The power delivery is smooth and immediate, and honestly, when you're behind the wheel, you're not thinking about how many cylinders you have. You're thinking about how capable this thing feels. I've been following the development of this powertrain since they first introduced it, and the refinements they made for 2026 address some of the early concerns people had about long-term durability and performance under heavy loads. Speaking of heavy loads, let's talk towing capacity because this is where the Pro really shows its muscle. We're looking at up to 13,200 pounds of maximum towing capacity with the available Duramax diesel option. Even with the standard TurboMax engine, you're getting serious towing numbers that'll handle most people's boats, travel trailers, or work equipment without breaking a sweat. The truck's computer systems are smart enough to adjust transmission shift points, cooling, and even steering assistance when you've got a trailer hooked up. The 2026 model year brings some really thoughtful updates to the technology suite. You're getting up to 13 different camera views, which might sound like overkill until you're trying to back up to a boat ramp or maneuver around a construction site. The 12.3-inch driver information center is crisp and customizable. And what I really appreciate is that GMC hasn't buried important functions 3 menus deep just to make the interface look minimalist. Interior space is something GMC has always done well with the Sierra, and the 2026 Pro continues that tradition. The crew cab configuration, which is probably what most people will go for, offers genuinely usable rear seat space for adults, not just kids. The seats are comfortable enough for long hauls, but durable enough that you don't worry about throwing muddy gear on them after a day at the job site. Storage solutions throughout the cabin are practical rather than flashy. The center console is deep enough to actually hold stuff. The door pockets are sized for real-world items like water bottles and tablets, and there are enough USB ports and 12-volt outlets that you're not fighting over charging space. It's those kinds of details that make the difference between a truck that looks good in photos and one that's genuinely pleasant to live with every day. The build quality continues to impress with the 2026 model. GMC has been refining their manufacturing processes, and the fit and finish feels solid without being overly precious. The materials strike that perfect balance between durability and comfort, tough enough for work use, but refined enough that you're not embarrassed picking up clients or going out to dinner. From a capability standpoint, the Pro trim is designed to be the workhorse of the Sierra lineup, and it shows. The bed is functional with 12 cargo tie-downs that are actually accessible and useful, not just for show. The tailgate operation is smooth and substantial, and if you opt for the available power features, it makes loading and unloading even more convenient. What's interesting about the 2026 model is how GMC has managed to improve fuel economy without sacrificing capability. The TurboMax engine's efficiency improvements, combined with aerodynamic refinements and transmission tuning, mean you're getting better real-world fuel economy than you might expect from a full-size pickup. It's not going to match a compact car, obviously, but for what you're getting in terms of capability, it's genuinely impressive. The ride quality is one area where the 2026 Pro really shines. The suspension tuning strikes that difficult balance between comfort for daily driving and capability when you need a haul or tow over rough pavement, gravel roads, or job sites. The truck feels composed and controlled without beating you up. When you're empty, it's comfortable enough for commuting, and when you're loaded down, it settles in and does the work without complaint. Safety and driver assistance features are comprehensive without being intrusive. The systems work smoothly in the background, and when they do intervene, it feels helpful rather than annoying. The forward collision warning is calibrated well. The blind spot monitoring is accurate, and the parking assistance actually works well enough that you'd use it regularly rather than just showing it off to friends. Pricing for the 2026 Pro trim starts at a competitive level that makes sense for both individual buyers and fleet customers. You're getting legitimate full-size truck capability, modern technology, and build quality that should hold up to regular work use, all without paying for luxury features you might not need in a work-focused truck. The competitive landscape is tough, with Ford, Ram, and Chevrolet all offering compelling work truck options. But the Pro trim holds its own with a combination of capability, efficiency, and thoughtful engineering. GMC hasn't tried to make the Pro something it's not. It's not pretending to be a luxury vehicle or a sports car. It's a well-engineered work truck that also happens to be comfortable and pleasant to drive every day. Looking at the bigger picture, the 2026 Sierra 1500 Pro represents GMC's understanding of what modern truck buyers actually need. It's got the capability for serious work, the efficiency for daily driving, the technology for modern connectivity, and the comfort for long hauls. The TurboMax engine delivers a performance you need with better efficiency than traditional V8s, and the overall package feels cohesive and well thought out. What really impresses me is the attention to detail throughout the truck. From the way the doors close with a solid thunk to how the controls fall naturally under your fingers, it's clear that GMC spent time making sure the 2026 Pro works well in the real world, not just in marketing photos. So there you have it, the 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 Pro. It's a truck that knows what it is and executes that vision really well. If you're in the market for a capable work truck that doesn't compromise on daily drivability, this definitely deserves serious consideration. The combination of the refined TurboMax powertrain, thoughtful technology integration, and GMC's focus on build quality makes for a compelling package that should serve buyers well for years to come. The 2026 model year feels like the maturation of GMC's current Sierra generation. They've worked out the early kinks, refined the systems that needed refinement, and delivered a truck that's ready to handle whatever you throw at it.